Hallo, hallo, test, test. Hallo, hallo, test, test. Hallo, hallo. Nou, dat werkt. Dat is altijd goed nieuws. Nou, hallo. Hello there, everybody. I am Martin Frostia, and I am gonna do something dangerous today. Currently on an exploration journey towards a location that I won't disclose because I play in open a lot. Might not matter anyway, but we'll see. Also, I'm gonna be joining other people, which is nice, I hope. Because I doubt anybody will actually watch this stream. So, going live.
What the fuck?
Hello?
I gotta find this because I do not remember ever seeing that one.
Hey, it's alright. You work with electronics. You don't work with.
So its atomic number is 43.
You care about is silicon and lead, man.
Actually, silicon, lead,
Copper, silver.
Yeah, graphite as well. Oh, silver. You're right. You're right. You're right.
and dust is the enemy, and so is smoking. God, I hate it when I get a computer to work on and somebody's been smoking around that bitch. I kid you not. I took the front off of one. They said it wasn't working right. It was always shutting down. I pulled the front bezel off of it, just the front cover. I kid you not, where it had a fan intake, it had so much fucking pet hair and dust and cigarette smoke that it was like a fucking sponge.
Yeah, well, you know what
That
most
definitely
technicians
packed.
do? They take their little vacuum device and they go whoosh, and they suck all that shit out as soon as they open the lock. And because, no doubt, most people, I mean, like me, I can look down right now and look at the vents on my secondary machine, and they've not been dusted recently, and if I wanted to, I could even peel a layer right off the
Oh my
vent.
god. No.
It's
No, no,
disgusting.
no.
Well, I've
No.
got a pet, and most of it's dust anyway.
Yeah, well, that's not the only thing. It's bad enough when it's on a desktop, but imagine when you see that shit inside of a laptop that you're pulling apart to work
Well, then
on.
that's
Holy
getting
shit!
messy. Yeah.
That's what kills laptops quicker than anything.
That doesn't sound nice.
Nah, dude. I bet you I can kill a laptop faster than that.
Oh well, you drop it
Throw it off a building. Easy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
pretty
Trick
quick,
that
man.
bad boy.
But I'm talking about people who just use it. They seemingly do what they know is the best. In other words, they don't get water near it, they don't spill shit on it, they don't drop it or anything like that. But it still all of a sudden won't work, or it starts turning off all of the time. First thing I say is, well, how long has it been since you've cleaned it? Huh?
Cleaning it? What does that even mean?
Dude, I'll tell you
Exactly.
What is cleaning? What is taking care of the things that they...
That's where you take the aerosol air canister and you blast like air through it at an enormous rate.
No, that will work a little bit, but to fully clean it properly, you have to take the thing apart
we
and
live
pull
in
the
a-
shit out.
But there's
We live in a
cases like
throwaway
it where I
society.
work for the defense
Fuel levels
department.
at
I can't pull these
70%.
machines apart.
Commander.
Yeah.
If I pull one apart, I'll be cited.
And see, that's the thing, though, talking about throwaways, that my first, or actually all of my gaming laptops that I have, I got them for cheap as shit because they were having problems, so people didn't want to deal with them, so they gave them away or they were selling them for cheap. I just buy the bitches, clean them out, redo the cooling on them by putting some better thermal grease on there, some ceramic
Destination
3
confirmed.
thermal grease,
The deep diver
and
is en route to the blue
cleaning
3
everything,
Y-D
putting everything back
40-0
together.
System.
and
This is your
those
first
things
visit
run
to
like
the
fucking
system.
dreams after that. Of course, I also put a scrubbed, fresh vanilla version of
Whoa.
Windows 7 on there, so it
Remaining.
runs like a dream.
Okay,
And usually upgraded RAM on it.
Star 8 is notable, with an unusually high average.
You
But
guys-
yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can get
As
some
can
cheap.
see,
You can get some good
it
shit
emits an
cheap.
orange-red light.
So is it true that Windows put out an update that pretty much dropped all support for Windows 7?
Well, no, that's people are so confused about that shit. See, Microsoft will support a current Windows version only for so long, at least traditionally, historically. Then after
I'm speaking as a former Microsoft employee. The term is 7 years, normally.
Is
yeah,
it,
but the thing
wait, are you a former Microsoft employee? Why do they do that? Why is that?
because they want people to upgrade to the
Software has
newest
to-
shit.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
they-
expected,
no,
but
no, no,
just
You're
to confirm.
not going to have the company
No.
like supporting, some 30-year-old operating system where all the people that wrote it are dead, left the company, or like whatever.
Yeah,
And
no,
it
I
was-
understand, but I never knew, so I wanted to ask.
No. Look,
Hang on.
Yeah, I'll tell you the reason is because like it's all got to do with driver compatibility. It's got to do with software compatibility. If they
Mostly.
and it's also
Driver
security, like,
capabilities, right? Because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're operating, yeah.
yeah,
Although
so
it's
I'm-
better now than it was. Like the drivers, Microsoft maintains an online index of all
Yeah,
its partner vendors.
it came out with Windows 10. Oh, no,
Right,
with
drivers.
Windows 8. Windows 8 it came out.
Keep in mind that when they were originally producing their operating systems, your quote bug fixes
Sorry,
or
that's not true.
major system updates were getting a new operating system or getting an updated operating system. You didn't have the internet to deliver you
Yeah.
Telemetry
But-
obtained.
Back in Windows
going back to the
XP,
original-
Driver is
they
going
used
back to
to-
the original question,
GE-OC20-4
When
system.
they
This
end
is your
support.
First visit to this system.
It's not like Windows is going to implode and it's going to self-destruct.
You have
No, no,
And
no,
it's not
I
like
know.
you can't. It's not like you
Fuel
can't
reserves
ever
are
load
now
it
at
again
85%
fresh
capacity.
for whatever version came with it. The only thing is that you will not get any more
Relative to similar class
really
B
big
stars
system
with an
updates
unusually
for the
high
thing
average density.
from that point forward.
As
You
can
also
see,
Everything-
cannot
it
call.
emits a
You also cannot
yellow-orange
call the
light.
call center and necessarily expect support to offer it on a limited basis.
But
it-
for the rest of it, Windows will still operate fine.
yeah,
I mean, I've got XP and Vista machines
I wouldn't
that
connect
I've
it to the
reloaded and they
network
still
though.
fucking updated.
Okay.
Interesting.
I wouldn't connect.
So
Windows
if you're-
XP to the
if
I
network
had an
because-
access control computer go down that manages an access control thing with restricted access. And the company that came in and worked on it and replaced it pretty much like pinned it on Windows 7. Said it was like a Windows 7 problem.
So it's
Oh,
always
I don't
easy to
know.
blame the OS.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
take as
The
a
deep diver is in
technician
transit to the
myself.
BLU
I wouldn't
TK-MC
blame. I wouldn't accept the
21-4
technician's answer. It's
system.
usually some bullshit
This is
reason.
your first
Yeah, if they
visit
come
to
up, if
this
they say something like that, then you should have had problems with it
You have
before
two
any of the
jumps to
updates.
go.
Microsoft, as far as I've known, except for Windows 10, when they decided that,
This main
oh well,
sequence
your
star is
valid,
notable. Relative
formerly
to similar
valid
class G
license
stars
is now
with an
invalid. You're going to have to
unusually
buy
low
it, or we're going to
voltage
lock you
of
out from your
11 years.
system. You know, because Windows
As
10
you
is
can
designed to
see,
self-destruct
it
as a
emits a yellow
service,
white
not
light.
as an actual operating system. That they want you to pay continuously
That's
for.
pretty much
Month.
what he told my company is he was like Windows 7 pretty much self-destructed.
The deep
You know what I
diver is
mean?
now at
Bullshit.
maximum fuel
You can get around
capacity.
that super easy. You can go into the registries and edit it yourself, or you can
there
go.
are ways to get Windows 10 to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
Yeah,
to
I
be
mean,
standalone.
as somebody,
The other
as
one- the
like
other
a
one-
single person, it's not that bad. But then when you're an entire company and you do it, you get like one of those Windows inspectors on your roof, and then they fine you
Windows
for however many
inspectors.
thousands of dollars.
You guys
Well,
get
we just-
inspectors over there.
We're talking about Windows, the operating system. We're not talking about plant
Office.
inspectors, building inspectors. We're not talking about them.
I'm aware,
No.
but you still get like people who, if you as a company crack the entire operating system for all your devices and stuff, right?
Well, you shouldn't be doing that. It's illegal. No.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously, but like you said,
If you want a standalone version of Windows that where you have your IT staff handle the updates, you can have that handled. I mean, it's very possible to do. You need domain control and a few other instruments to do that, but you can definitely manage it with System Center, and you can have your company completely divorced from any Microsoft updates. They do it in defense. They've done it at least at two major corporations I've worked over the course of my career.
The one thing that did piss me off about Microsoft, though, was when they forced people to go to, or tried to force people to go to 10. All of a sudden, people who had their automatic updates automatically installed, all of a sudden they come back, and all of a sudden it's like, where's Windows 7? Where the fuck
No,
is this? This is
I've
10.
gotta be
And then it
honest.
ran like
Seriously?
shit afterwards.
That happened?
What? Yes, that
Oh my
happened. They
God.
had, for a while they said it was a critical system update, and they forced it on anybody who had
But it's a
automatic
completely
updates
different-
enabled.
It's a completely different bit operating system. How can
Yes,
that
but they
even
forced
happen?
it on everybody. They
It's not
completely
completely different. It's
They were
legacy.
just like, okay, so Windows 7 wasn't programmed to self-destruct, and there's not enough systems self-destructing. Our income is dipping. What do? Okay, we just update everything.
Hang
Well, no, I mean, if you update as an
it's
individual
not different.
company
It's not
and you
different.
put yourself into a situation where you're going to be paying, the corporate
This
fees
body
for stuff, there are
contains high levels of
programs you can
carbon.
become a member of to save yourself from having
This
per
body
seat
has large
licensing
deposits of sulfur,
on
carbon,
individual
and
operating system
phosphorus.
instances in a company. I myself
This
am
system
part of
holds
something
every
called the
element that may
Microsoft
be
Partner
required to
Program. It
boost the
allows me
deep diver's
access,
range.
full developer access to
Exploration
all the
class,
software, all the
3.
productivity software that Microsoft offers, including Office 365 and the latest versions of Visio and Project and all the other Office tools.
Yeah, well, Office 365 days before you have to buy it again.
So you're a software engineer?
This will go for a year, and
365 days. 365.
Now, tell me,
and then next year I have to do it again because that is a subscription service. But it doesn't have to be. I could reconfigure for domain servicing and then switch to System Center, as I said, change the registries and registry entries, and completely step down from ongoing support of that nature and statically update per the directives of my own IT staff to suit my own individual needs. Microsoft is going to respond to you as a customer who requires that instead of trying to. I mean, home users, they might force them to update because it's a support nightmare for the reasons you said previously, to just keep supporting an old operating system indefinitely. It's just not practical. So eventually, yes, the home users do have to update to Windows 10, and yes, while there is some criticism that's perfectly valid to say that, okay, this is now a subscription service, Windows 10 doesn't have to be configured that way, even now for the home user.
Well, when they announced 10, they originally said, we're coming out with 10, and then the same dude who's like the head of Microsoft, whatever, blah blah blah, whatever his name is, that Indian dude or whatever.
Satya Nadella.
He straight up said that we are moving from an operating system company to a services company. We want everybody to continuously pay us for what we provide. And then they called Windows 10 not an operating system, but a service. Connect the dots.
Well, it's a service
Wake up,
in that.
sheeple.
Yes,
but
exactly.
But the trend in
Wake the
software
fuck up.
engineering. Look. Microsoft is a software company, so
they made their money originally by selling the
that's
updated
the old
OSs.
model of how you sell software. You put it on a CD, stick it in the drive, and it. The new model, however, requires ongoing updates from the internet, and in order to pay for that, you might want to subscribe to a service. So to call it a services company is not entirely inaccurate, even though there is a base software package. But it doesn't mean that somehow Windows 10 is forever going to turn into a service and you'll never be able to get out of it somehow.
Well, that's what they designed it for.
I don't.
That's what it started showing its ass with for when
as
they
someone
started
who
validating
considers himself an expert
certificates
with Windows, and who has been using Windows and understands the Windows legacy, its history, and its future for the past 22 years, I can tell you that it is not going to ever become something that where they're just going to hold your operating system or your computer for ransom. Patently, it would be.
Never say never. They did that with the earlier ones. Well, this is not a valid version of Windows. If you do not put in a valid key, you cannot use it. Or your key has now expired. Or this key is no longer valid.
Fellas, it doesn't really matter.
Quickly, keys don't expire.
That's bullshit. I had a friend of mine who had Windows XP. He got an XP Home, and he put it on there, and he had to reload it. And then somebody said, then it said this is expired. You can't use this key anymore. He called Microsoft support. That's expired.
No,
hang on. You know what? He got his key wrong, because I've had that too. You know what ends up what the source of the problem is? The key has been misrecorded somehow, or it wasn't taken down properly, it returns that particular error to indicate that especially where XP is concerned, to indicate that you need to contact Microsoft in order to get a new key. Microsoft, if you haven't paid the subscription service, then you will not get the new key. But if you held on to it, and this is a little dumb, I admit.
And he even had the key in his hand, and they said, no, we can't do anything about it.
How do you know it was the right key? Just because he said so?
It could have been an OEM key.
Or it could have been an OEM key. Who knows what the nature of the key was? But anyways, I know for a fact and from personal experience.
Oh shit! I'm losing frames. Shit!
Yeah,
my stream is breaking.
You need to load. Yeah, you need to load a You need to load the OEM version of Windows onto it to get.
Like if I take a snapshot of keys that I have right now, and I save that to a file. Next year, regardless of whether or not I pay my subscription fee or not, those keys will work.
Is my low.
But they will update the software as well. It'll work with the current versions of the software, but it may not work with future versions of the software, and they will update the keys accordingly. What you bought, if you want to be a stickler about it, what you bought was the software that it is today, not what it will be tomorrow. And that's what was also meant by software as a service. Not everyone likes the software as a service model, but it does have certain advantages for.
Well, all I know is that I had Windows 7, and they tried to say, you need to upgrade to 10. Here's a free upgrade offer. Take it, take it, take it. And I said, fuck you. I had a friend of mine who, she's an older lady, and she had a laptop that was running perfectly fine with 7.
Oh, if I'm double broadcasting, okay. My stream is losing frames. God damn it!
Here's a free upgrade offer. Take it.
Is there an echo in here?
How the hell do I? I'm panicking. Shit.
And what it did is it forced. I had her on automatic updates originally, just because she wouldn't update otherwise. But because of that automatic fucking update, she went from Windows 7 to Windows 10, and the thing ran like complete and total utter shit.
Hey, I have a question.
Until I
about Elite
wiped
Dangerous.
it clean and put 7 back.
What system is Jameson in?
Jameson is in Desrada. Shinra de Desrada.
Thank you. Just got my
Just
first
look for Founders World. If you can find it.
Elite.
Oh yeah, then just do a search for Founders World, it'll find it.
Alright, thank you.
As much as I love Kerensky's voice, I will.
I should select the game as a source, which means I'm currently capturing the game via capture specific window, right? In game capture, if you know what I mean. That's not me. That key presses wasn't me. That was Taehun, I think. Oh, that's fine. Nope. I've fixed it.
It doesn't support Exchange 2007. Doesn't connect.
Right, so
It's the same.
I just fixed the stream, and it took a while, and my excuses, I don't think anybody's watching, but if anybody is watching... Hey, that took a while. And I can see that it's still laggy. I hate to admit, but why is it still laggy? It's fucking piece of shit. What is going on?
NT35 model of running domain controllers to the Active Directory centralized domain control, which incorporated forests and a few other features to expand the network across the enterprise. So,
an even bigger question, the most important one: why did they stop SPS support? It was so good.
There may have been a hotfix. I don't know. I'm not familiar with every patch and update that Microsoft releases, but normally, if it's within the 7 years, fix, if not a full service pack.
No, but like I'm not talking about service packs. I'm talking about SPS, small business server.
Oh, SBS.
Yeah. Why did they get rid of that?
I don't know. I was kind of pissed off about that too, actually.
It was just the perfect mix, especially like when you have like 5, 10 people.
I think you know what really pisses me off the most, if you want to cite beefs with Microsoft, is the Azure service model currently charges you like way well Amazon Web Service for things like
Why would anybody use Azure when they can use almost any other host?
Well, because Azure has monitoring service to remote.
Yeah, but then the software that also has monitoring. Like there's so many other there's so many.
Well,
other
yeah, but it's not
pieces of
System Center
software.
monitoring. System Center has been evolving for 15 years, and the Azure monitor service is not incorporating all those features just yet. But I was working on a project to actually do that, to bring the Service Center model to Azure.
Also, what does SharePoint suck?
SharePoint doesn't suck. It has to be tweaked. It has to be configured. No, it doesn't, because Commerce Server are very popular. In fact, a lot of Fortune 500 use Commerce Server as their main engine to drive merchandising online. Commerce Server is built on top of SharePoint, which is built on top of IS.
Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
It's true. No, dude. I tried to.
And a lot of people, what they don't understand about SharePoint, you can't just take it out of the box, install it, and have it just magically do everything for you. You have to configure it. It has to be set up properly for your particular circumstance.
Yeah, that's exactly what like we were messing around with it, and we don't really we were just testing it out, and we set it up and did a few other things, and it took quite a while to get it set up and working the way we wanted.
That's by design.
Now, if you had,
and then after we set it up, we're like,
right,
man, who the fuck do we know who's going to use this? And then we never use it, and then we never.
Well, I'm not saying it suits every business model, but it did suit that one.
Now, if you had hired a Microsoft certified systems engineer to be able to do something, then you wouldn't have had any problems. Just pay them 5-6 figures.
I am not.
It's nothing for a company.
I am not. By the way, I am not a Microsoft certified.
But hang on, but we didn't have problems though. We did it ourselves. I mean, and we have one of the guys.
Sure, lots of companies do that.
All set it up.
Yeah, and a lot of companies end up drawing the conclusion it's not for them.
Yeah.
Which just
we
makes
have one guy who his whole job is to get new certificates, and then he can attach it to the business.
I mean, your alternative in the Microsoft model. In the Microsoft model, your alternative to SharePoint is to custom build, and you're at liberty to do so with all sorts of ASP.NET web development tools.
Bro, just make a CSM, easy peasy.
CSM.
Yeah.
Boom. Lee Chung wants 200.
What are you referring to?
Lee Chung. What?
Oh fuck! Actually, no, wrong acronym. Sorry, not CSM. It was oh god.
I was about to say CSM is like customer service manager, isn't it?
No, wrong one. Sorry, it's 7 a.m. right now, and I'm bloody tired now. And now the acronym is not coming to my head.
Can't help you with that. Sorry.
ASP.
No, not ASP. Fucking ASP.
XYZ PDQ.
Please stop saying random acronyms. I can't remember what the fucking acronym is.
A B C D E F G.
Essentially, it's essentially it's a website which is module based.
God damn it. Okay, I almost flew into Star. My bad. Continue.
Okay, that's nice for you interrupting. Thank you so much. Could you not do that, please?
Okay.
Thanks.
My bad.
You were saying?
Oh, no, it's not too vital, but I'm just trying to remember the. Essentially, what it is, it's a website where it's a website that is module based, so you can just attach different components onto it. So it could be like you can make it like a website to sell shit. You could have as a website that's for storing I don't know, like a huge amount of information. Like it could be like SQL and all this other stuff.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
There are a lot of products out there that do a very specific job of creating what are now called microservices.
try this preset. Maybe this one will work, right? Okay, so it looks like smooth frames, which is good. Smooth frames, maybe, possibly, would be quite nice. What? What do you mean? Oh, I have to redo the thing. Right.
The definition. Microservices are software development technique.
Right, so I'm gonna leave these guys because these guys are just talking about Microsoft, and I don't care enough for Microsoft to actually keep talking. So they can have fun with that. I might join some people from my own crew if they're willing to talk English, which probably they will be. I'm gonna jump, and then after I have jumped, I will ask them rather quickly while I'm jumping more.
Jump in progress. The deep diver is traveling to the blue THUA ZA-FB53-1 system. This is your first visit to this system. You have 2 jumps left.
Actually, let's not do that. I'll just kind of hope. Oh, god damn it. Still no frames? No? We seem to be having frames. Thank be to God.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Refueled.
Right. Where was I going? I was gonna do this whole thing where I scan the system. Which usually is, yes, very nice. Oh. It's all stars again. God. So I'm currently doing a an exploration trip with my squadron, which is called the Benelux Commanders. And yeah, that's what's going on. Also, this is my very first stream. I've said it a few times. I'll say it again. Is there anybody here? There is not. I'm literally talking to myself.
The deep
But that's
diver is
fine.
traveling to the blue THUA VH-DV54-2 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Okay, so my thing is giving me frame drops right now.
You have 1 jump to go.
So let's
Fuel
see
tanks now
what
at
that does
84%
with
capacity.
the stream
Commander.
on the side while I'm refueling.
Planet 3 is exceptional, with an incredibly
Okay, yeah,
high
it seems
mass
to,
of over
that I'm
14
losing
times
frames
Earth's,
every
an
time
extremely
I'm
high
entering
radius of
into a
around
new
12,500
system.
kilometers, and an extremely high surface temperature of nearly 3,500
But it
Kelvin.
doesn't seem to be too bad, which is nice.
Complete.
Maximum fuel.
Temperature critical.
Oh, temperature. Oh, right. Okay, so there are definitely frame drops around dropping in and out of systems, which is... Well, it is what it is. I can't really do much about that, sadly enough. Ooh, a big system. Right, let's see here. What do we got? We got an asteroid belt. Right, useless. No, that's not a JoJo's reference, whatever.
Planet 8 is a remarkable Class 1 gas giant with an unusually high mass at over 433 times Earth's and pristine metal-rich and icy rings.
You heard it. Like Eddie said.
Body 8A contains high levels of carbon and selenium.
A lot of carbon. That's usually the case for gas giant moons.
Body 7A has high levels of carbon.
9 levels of carbon. 7B.
Body 7B contains large deposits of carbon and selenium.
Oh, carbon and selenium. Well, that's the second ingredient for gas, big gas moons. Wait, what's this? Is this 7? Yes,
Planet 7 is a notable Class 3 gas giant with pristine rocky and icy rings.
Anything else nearby? No, that's it. Anything behind the star, maybe? Ooh, almost. Wait, let's see. There's a lot of glowing objects over there. I don't know if you can see it, but, well, I can point at the screen, but, I hope you can see it.
Planet 9 is a remarkable gas giant with water-based life with an unusually high mass at just over 1,000 times Earth's and a pristine icy ring. This body has high levels of carbon and selenium.
Carbon and selenium. Let's see.
This body contains high levels of sulfur, carbon, and phosphorus.
Let's look at the planet. The moon. Nothing really interesting going on there, except for the sulfur, I think.
This body contains high levels of carbon and selenium.
That one has some nice, like, ravines and stuff, it looks like.
This body contains high levels of sulfur, carbon, and phosphorus.
There. Oh, there's some interesting elements around here.
This body contains large deposits of carbon.
Carbon.
Body 9D contains high levels of carbon and selenium.
Carbon and selenium.
This body has large deposits of carbon.
Carbon.
This body contains large deposits of carbon.
Carbon again.
Moon 9J is notable, with an extremely inclined orbit.
It is?
This body has high levels of carbon.
High levels of carbon. That looks a little far away to take a nice picture off of the rings, but it might be worth a visit.
Planet 5 is notable, with pristine rocky and icy rings.
Another nice ringed world.
This body has high levels of carbon. Body 5B has large deposits of sulfur, carbon, and selenium.
Sulfur, carbon, and selenium, and some nice ravines again.
This body has very high levels of selenium at 4.5% and large deposits of sulfur, carbon, and phosphorus.
That's a good planet. What is this one? Is this one any fun? Does this one look fun? Ooh, it does look fun. Might visit 5C. Maybe, probably not, but we'll see. Where are my planets? There's another. Ooh, that's
Planet
a big
4
one.
is a notable high metal content world with a pristine rocky ring.
That one's strange. Are the rings really that far out? That's an interesting one. Right here we have
Planet 6 is notable, with an extremely high mass at well over 455 times Earth's.
It's pretty big.
Body 6C contains high levels of carbon.
Wait, is the stream still up? Just checking for sure. To make sure it's rather important. Stream does in fact seem to still be up. Wait, is it? I don't know, I can't tell. Is it my internet that's bad, or is it just kind of... I can't tell. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to kind of do things again, which is always fun. Doing all of these things that I'm doing. are usually good signs of bad news. That's not English. I'm talking to avoid... shut. I'm talking to avoid actually having to say things that are any useful. Because there is nothing useful right now. Only death and destruction. As you can clearly hear from the sounds. It do seem like the stream is running. It just seemed like my internet on my phone bad. And suddenly also... Oh, I know what's going on. That might actually be causing a bit of a problem. Everything is causing problems. Why is my everything bad? Why am I losing frames? What's going on? Well, whatever. That's just...
Body 6B has large deposits of
going.
carbon and selenium.
I'll just cut it out if it's too bad.
This body has high levels of carbon.
Well, that's pretty bad frames. Wait, no? Frames are fine.
This body has high levels of carbon.
System scan.
Body 6E has high levels of sulfur, carbon, and phosphorus.
Well, that's
This system holds every element that can be found on planetary surfaces.
cool.
Exploration class, Gold.
That's a pretty good exploration class. It's really not all that rare. Let's see, there was this one planet with a very inclined planet. I think it was this one, 6E. Let's have a little look-see. It was not you. Then which one was it? Was it you? It was not you. Which one was it? Maybe you? Let's see, where is that? Yes, it was in fact you. Would I be able to get a nice look at your rings from there? That far out, that is about... No, that would never work. That's about 40... Yeah, 40 light seconds away from the actual planet. It would never work! It would result in failure and a waste of time. Once again, I can't actually see whether everything is fine because my phone is breaking.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, got about 20 minutes left for the stream, so
3, 2, 1.
let's just hope everything will be
Jump in
fine. Okay, so
progress.
there goes the frame drops.
The deep
if I'm
diver
not
is in
mistaken.
transit to the BLU THUA GI-BB55-2 system. This is your first visit to this system. You are now well over 2,500 light years from HIP 36485.
Right. So that's a
Bodies
That's
1
all
and
that
2 are recommended
things-
mapping candidates.
let's see here. Ooh,
Planet 1
that's a
is
pretty
remarkable,
one. I am gonna
with an
make some
incredibly
pictures of
large
that.
radius of over 8,000 kilometers, pristine metal-rich and rocky rings, and Earth-like conditions.
That's cool.
Planet 11 is a notable icy body with an extremely high mass at nearly 11 times Earth's and an incredibly large radius of over 15,000 kilometers.
Ooh, what do we got here? Another gas giant with very
Planet 9
nice
is a
rings.
notable Class
Big,
3 gas
I
giant
think.
with pristine rocky and icy rings.
What do we got here?
This body has large deposits of carbon.
Right. Okay, well, what do we got over yonder? Oh, a lot of things. I need to send somebody something really quick. Where is my Twitch page? Now I need, hold on, let's just have this guy running. Eddie, please talk for me while I do things that I shouldn't be doing during a stream. Eddie is not talking for me. That wasn't part of the plan. Eddie? I need you to talk for me, bud.
Body 9G
There
has
it
large
is.
deposits of carbon.
Where is me? How do I... There I do. There it is. Alright, got that done. Let's kill that before it instantaneously starts causing problems, and let's continue with this
This
whole
body has
scanning.
large deposits of carbon.
Carbon, probably. Nope, nothing in 9D, 9F. Frames are gonna be dropping again. I don't know why. It really does seem fine. Apparently it's not. What? Oh. It apparently, for some reason, is my mouse? It would seem that way, and I might be... Well, no, I need my Chrome up to do some things, look at some things, and get my locations.
Planet 4 is notable, with pristine rocky and icy rings.
I don't know what's going on. I can't fix this. This is broken. Okay, big ring. That's about all I heard. Why is... problems are happening. Why is this on my screen? Could you go away? Please? Yes, it went away. Things were... Okay, all the things are now gone off of the screen, and I can continue once again.
Planet 5 is a notable icy body with an incredibly high surface temperature of over 462 Kelvin.
That is pretty hot.
This body contains large deposits of carbon and selenium.
Right, what else we got? We got... Oop. My bad. We got...
Body 4B
4B.
contains large deposits of carbon.
Okay, that seems to be everything around here. We got... What else we have? We have...
Planet 6 is a notable Class 1 gas giant with a pristine icy ring.
Well, there you go. We have a... moon that is not important. We have another unimportant moon. We have a moon that's far out, but also unimportant, it seems. Not important. Also unimportant. What a boring system. We got some things behind... A lot of things behind the star, actually. So, where did Eddie say that I had to scan again? Do the surface scanner? Let's
Bodies
see.
1 and 2 are good candidates
1 and
to
2.
map.
Okay, let's make our way over there. while taking a bit of a fuel. 1. Sure. Where's planet 1? It is over there. Right there, behind my cockpit enforcement plate thing. Alright, let's see. So it looks like there is one pretty big planet over there with a lot of moons. There's a lot of, like, little rings. Like maybe a binary system, something. And a single planet, probably? Oh, no. Oh, there's a lot that I still haven't seen. There's about 10 minutes left. Either this is gonna be the last one or the next one is gonna be the last one. So, let's have a little look-see here. What have we got over here? Obviously, it's an Earth-like world. And my key bindings aren't set up. Oh, of course they aren't. I don't know why. I do this every bloody time. And yet, it doesn't save. It just doesn't. And it annoys me greatly. And now the sensitivity is too high. This happens every time. Whatever. Let's scan this thing. That's gonna hit the ring. That's kind of annoying. I could, like, hit it, like, right there. See what that does. I have no idea how to scan out past the ring.
By 50%.
Let's see how that probe impacts, shall we? Because if it lands well, then... Nope, that's the ring. It wasn't supposed to do that.
Surface scan complete.
Okay,
Mapping
well...
of pristine rocky ring is finished. Hotspots detected. 1 of monazite.
I'll just shoot another one at that ring so that we have that one monitored as well. And then I will have a little fly around this planet. A little...
Surface scan
Well, I don't know what you call that, but...
Mapping
Sure.
of pristine metal rich ring is finished. Hotspots detected.
So, let's
4 of
fire
serendipite,
one
3 of painite, and 3 of platinum.
right there, maybe? I don't know. Let's see here. Is that gonna do? Not quite. So I have 2 probes left. So... let's see how this one does. Does well enough, maybe I don't even need to shoot one around the planet at the back of it. Come on! It needs to be... Yes! It needed to be 90, and we got 90.
Map is complete.
Right, let's
Efficiency
hear it.
bonus granted.
Yes, good.
Planet 1 is a medium gravity Earth-like world with pristine metal rich and rocky rings.
Okay,
I detect low levels of active iron magma flows near the surface.
that's pretty
The atmosphere
hot.
is similar to Earth's, with an average surface temperature of 308 Kelvin.
That's pretty hot. That's like 100 degrees Celsius.
Body 2 is also a good mapping candidate.
Okay, I was gonna look at what is left in this system first. But Body 2 is next after that. Let's have a little look-see here.
Planet 8 is notable, with a pristine rocky ring.
Well, pristine rocky ring and a lot of moons.
Body 8b has large deposits of carbon.
Okay, carbon. Probably carbon.
This body has large deposits of carbon.
Carbon, of course. What else we got? We got
This body has high levels of carbon.
carbon. It's always nice. Could you by any chance have carbon?
This body contains large deposits of carbon and selenium.
Well, it's more than I asked for.
Body 8D contains high levels of carbon and selenium.
Carbon and selenium, that's always good stuff. That looks cold. Ooh, that's actually hotter than most planets I've seen. It's like over 100 degrees Kelvin. And there as well. That's nice. Sounds frigid though. Whatever. Let's keep scanning. What is this? It's a planet and its moon, if I have to make a guess.
Planet 7 is notable, with an unusually high radius of well over 11,000 kilometers.
And what do we got here? Nothing. Literally nothing. Okay. So, what's this? Ooh, this must be Planet 2. There it
Planet
is.
2 is remarkable, with an incredibly large radius of well over 11,500 kilometers and abundant liquid water at the surface.
Yeah, it's only water. That's definitely abundant. Does it have a nice big moon as well? Ooh, it does, with an atmosphere. No, wait, that's another planet entirely. Never mind. My bad. And there's a gas giant near there. Let's see, what do we have?
Planet 10 is a notable Class 2 gas giant with a pristine icy ring.
And a lot of moons again.
Moon 10AA is a notable icy body with an extremely inclined orbit. Body 10AA has very high levels of carbon at 25.3% and selenium at 4.7% and large deposits of sulfur and phosphorus.
Now that one might give me a nice
This
look at the
body
ring
contains high
as I
levels
end
of
the
carbon and
stream.
selenium.
And there's a lot of materials there as well, so... Nothing there. I love rings, if anybody wasn't able to
Moon
tell.
10CA is notable, with an incredibly inclined orbit. Body 10CA contains very large deposits of carbon at 25.8% and selenium at 4.8% and high levels of sulfur and phosphorus.
That's good.
Body 10C has high levels of carbon.
Big carbon.
Body 10D contains large deposits of carbon.
Big carbon again.
System scan.
This body contains large deposits of carbon.
Carbon again. Okay, so let's
This
make
system
our way...
holds every element that can be found on planetary surfaces. Exploration class, Gold.
Okay, so let's make our way to Planet 2.
Body 2 is a good candidate to map.
Like Eddie said. And let's do that mapping. And then let's land at Planet 10AA, I think it was. And let's have a little... let's do the thing. Okay, wait. While I'm on my way there, let's have a little look-see whether 10AA there. It's 2,000 light seconds away. That's not... It's pretty far out, but it's not too bad. Does 10AA give me a nice look of the ring? Is what I find important. I am... there it
Kyle
is.
Novak salutes you.
It actually isn't... Well, hello Kyle Novak.
Message sent.
How is it going?
Sent. Commander Kyle Novak sends, okay.
I'm gonna inform you right now. If you don't want to appear, don't talk. Well, I'm streaming, so you're live. Otherwise, it sounds
Message
negative.
away.
Yeah, you're my bad. You're
Sent. Commander Kyle Novak sends.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he says okay. So what are you up to? Bad
Message
writing,
sent.
bad typing. And I gotta slow down to not crash into, well... Yeah, there it is. I am in scanning range. So let's do this whole thing with the... probes. Ooh, this planet is really big, apparently.
Commander Kyle Novak sends. Don't know yet. Commander Kyle Novak sends. Just doing random missions. Message away.
Can he talk over voice comms?
Sent.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Okay, so that this scan should be fine. If I just kind of do it like that. Let's have a little look-see here.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, so let's hear about
Surface
this
map
planet.
is finished. Efficiency bonus awarded. Planet 2 is a medium gravity water world. I am detecting high numbers of active water geysers. I detect a crushing argon-rich atmosphere with an average surface temperature of 305 Kelvin. You
Okay.
have mapped all worthwhile bodies.
Oops, that's the wrong button.
Commander Kyle Novak sends. NOPONT have any mic anyways, my English is a bit rocky.
Oh, okay.
Sent.
Well, either way, I gotta end the stream soon, so...
Sent.
I'm gonna take a nice screenshot, and I'm gonna end it.
Commander Kyle Novak sends. I see you are heading to the center.
Yeah, I'm kind of on an
Message away.
I'm kind of on an expedition with my squadron.
Sent.
I don't think we're gonna head for the center, so there's that, but yeah.
Commander Kyle Novak sends. Nice.
Where was I going? I was gonna go to planet 1. Well, which is quicker to just planet 1. A beautiful planet with some nice rings that I want to take a nice picture of and then leave the stream.
Message sent.
Stream seems to be running quite smooth as long as I am not like doing jumping in between systems every 5 seconds. There it is, beautiful planet. Oh, and I can make that the thumbnail for the videos that I will post on my YouTube channel, Martin Frostia and Martin Frostia Streams.
Commander Kyle Novak sends. I plan to visit Beagle Point.
That is quite far out.
Sent.
But same.
Sent.
I've got to slow down. That's too fast for the ring. Okay, that's a lot better. Oh, that's quite
Enter
quick
normal
still.
space.
Okay, so let's get into this ring and make a nice picture. and then it should be done. Then I will seal the deal and start downloading this and upload it to my first YouTube account, second YouTube account, and then I'll edit it and also upload it to my whatever. Yeah. That's what? Impact? What? Let's go. Oh, probably mass lock. Yeah, there it is. Right. I think this looks quite pretty.
Commander Kyle Novak sends, I have now the Guardian FSD booster, so I don't have any more excuses not to.
That's true. Can't type for
Message
shit.
away.
However, I was gonna say something to him and I forgot. I forgot. I think it was something along the lines of, I don't even have it equipped right now or something. Let's look what would be a nice picture here. I like this look. This look is nice. This looks quite good. Yeah. I do quite enjoy this one. Let's hit that button. Let's hit this button. And that should be it. So, goodbye everyone. This is the stream. Right? So, I'm gonna just kind of... Who this? Hello there. Lick. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna try and pronounce your name. I'm quite sorry there, my friend. I was just gonna end the stream. We'll try and stream tomorrow again at that would be 2200. Okay, so what? This is a bot, I think. God damn it. My first viewer is a bot. Great. Well then, I'm ending the stream. Yeah. See you later. Lickmock Contiesel 34 class.